this. I'm going to be talking about some live games today. Um, as they're playing, uh, definitely, uh, I do play live. I use live betting. Um, One of the reasons I do it is because you can find good angles and good value live a lot of times, especially if an underdog gets ahead or things like that, or the game starts really slow and you can catch unders, and there's a lot of things and places you can uh, hit those things, and so that's what I look for a lot of times. And right now I have my Discord up as well. um, Guys, if you want to join my Discord, and that's where I'm going to put most of these plays at, you have to join my subscription. You can join right away, get through to the Discord. You can be involved, and I do it as it's going. So, like right now, I'm keeping up with multiple games, multiple live betting sources. But like I'm watching A&M and Sam Houston. I'm watching Sam Houston play with A&M in this first half. It's actually putting a lot of pressure on A&M. It's actually somewhat surprising that they're actually playing this well. It's only 7-0 in the first half, in the first quarter. I mean, um, which is actually somewhat surprising to me. Um, but it's giving you an angle here. So the under is starting to be a pretty good angle here. Um, I was hoping it would get up to 49. Is there a link to the Discord? Yeah. I actually, it should be when you sign up for the site. Hold on, let me do something really quick. Let me do something really quick for everybody. This is a gift for me right here for today, because I'm curious, because this Discord thing's new for me, guys. I'm trying to get it going. Uh, definitely, definitely want this to take off, because this is a way I want to stay in communication with everybody on game day, and it's because Discord is a lot faster um, than, let's say, emails or anything. It's basically on point, because that's how you have to bet live. If you're not betting right away live as you're going, you're going to miss it, and that's the thing with the Discord, is why I'm setting this up. So there you go. And again, hopefully you guys can join in here and get involved. And there's definitely some good spots so far I've seen. Uh, do I think Sam Houston has a chance to win now? I doubt. But I do think that this under has a realistic chance. I actually jumped on North Carolina +7 when their line jumped up after App scored the first touchdown. It jumped up to 7, and I like that. Um, it's I think overall you're going to be able to catch a bunch of spots where um, where you're getting a really good line, an unusual line. A lot of times with the favorite, you'll catch points with the favorite often, because a game will go funny at the beginning, but then will turn out right at the end. And this happens actually quite a bit. It's actually way more common than you might think for this to happen. And again, like week in and week out, day in and day out, live betting can be very profitable, and it can be profitable. Like, for example, if you pay enough attention and you're willing to watch the games as they're being played, you can find these spots. And guys, there's some good spots usually. Like, does that mean all of them win? It doesn't mean all of them win. It just doesn't. But enough of them win, and the huge majority of the time, you're getting the better end of the bet when you can, especially if the underdog takes the lead. when the underdog takes the lead, a lot of times you end up with the better end of the bet as when you can take the favorite. Hello, Rob. So, again, we're watching this game, and the first quarter is about to end 7-0 in the Sam Houston A&M game, guys. So looking to this under is actually a good play. It's actually really trending in the right direction to an under. Sam Houston State has come to play. So I'm starting to even like the 45.5. I would really rather it be 46, because then if it does 46 on you, you tie. 49 would be best. Let's check out where DraftKings has got it right now. Because DraftKings, my favorite live is DraftKings. I can't use it in my state anymore, but I still like to watch it, because I think DraftKings does the best job of keeping up with the live betting. Right now, you can pick up North Carolina at plus 11 on DraftKings. Plus 11 on North Carolina is good. I know Appalachian State is kind of taking it to them, but it's the right spot because North Carolina is going to score in the game. So hopefully we can see some spots here. It's not. I'm curious about that. And another thing about the North Carolina Appalachian State game is that Appalachian State will make some mistakes in the game. And I think in the long run, you'll see North Carolina. I don't know that they'll win that game, but they're going to be in it. And if you're getting 11 points with the more talented team, I say more talented is a bad word, with the higher profile team, it's probably a good spot. For some reason, hey, I need you guys to type. That's a part of it. Can you? Is it allowing you guys to type on Discord here? It looks like everyone has left me on my live. That's fantastic. That's you. That's new. But I definitely would prefer to do it through the Discord, even more so than through YouTube, just based on that the Discord is instantaneous. I prefer that. But again, looking a really good spot right now is looking like this A&M and Sam Houston under is looking really solid. And if North Carolina goes to 14.5, guys, that is a monster play. So I'm curious why it's not showing me other people in here. Anyway, let's see what's going on. So if you guys are in the chat on Discord, please say something to me. Please say something. I'm trying to get this under control. But anyways, this is the kind of stuff I want to be doing, especially on game days. It's going to be a little more structured on pro football, where I'm going to have a lot of talking through kind of where the bets are at and why you should be going one way or the other. But as far as college, this is kind of a test run for me on this. So, but this is where I'd like to be. I'd like everyone to be involved in my Discord. Again, there is going to be value to being on the Discord during the games. if you're going to play live betting, because I'm going to be putting out lots of live plays probably throughout the course of the situation. I'm wondering if I'm not. So right now, A&M has not come back on as far as they're not putting a line out for the under on A&M right now on DraftKings. And I think it's because Sam Houston is driving. And that's, believe it or not, it sounds like we don't want Sam Houston to score, but we kind of, it's okay if they do. And the reason is because the confidence will be there then. And we actually want Sam Houston to stay a confident team in this one and not let A&M just get way out ahead. But I would like them to bring back up. I want to see where they're at on if this is going to be a good play or not. It hasn't come back up yet. Sam Houston looks like they're going to at least get a try at a field goal here. Wow, this kid can really move. Oh, he threw it right to A&M. He threw it right to him. Not terrible outcome, right? I mean, Sam Houston drives, and especially if we're looking at the under. Sam Houston drives all the way down the field and then just throws a pick on the 20 or whatever. Good outcome, really, in the big scheme of things there, especially if we're looking for the under. So, again, that 45.5 might be good on the under there. Just throw it right to him. I don't know if you guys are watching any of these games live, but another thing is if you are involved in the Discord, chat on the Discord. So, because I'm not seeing it, so either I don't know what I'm doing, or it's not coming up. So I'm trying to work through these bugs, guys. Yeah, this game has all the makings of an early season jitter from A&M. Sam Houston State putting on a good performance and getting overrated. Like, this has all the pieces where this game is going to translate into next week's games, where A&M will be undervalued and Sam Houston State will be overvalued. This actually happens a couple times a year, usually early on, where a good team struggles with a mediocre or bad team, and the next week they're super undervalued. And that's kind of what we got going on here. It's what it's looking like. Go Philadelphia Eagles. I love that you are on the Philadelphia Eagles, AZ. I just love that. I mean, do I think the Eagles are contender for the East? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Do I think they're a contender for anything else? No, not really. I don't think the Eagles can sustain success. I don't think I don't even think the Eagles are actually better than the Cowboys. I actually think the Cowboys are a more talented football team than the Eagles overall. And another thing is, the Cowboys had the best offense in the NFL last season, and their defense wasn't bad. Everyone wants to point out the couple big uglies for the Cowboys, but the rest of it was really good. I mean, the Cowboys were actually one of the better teams throughout the course of the season. And I know they lost Amari Cooper and they lost a mid-level pass rusher, but I don't think that Philadelphia got that much better than the Cowboys. I don't think they got better at all, actually. And I think getting rid of Amari actually helps. It doesn't hurt. And guys, get on the Sam Houston A&M under. Sam Houston has come to play today. They are tackling and everything, and that's a big sign when a small team plays a big team in college. Is the small team tackling? Yes, Sam Houston State is tackling. This is a good under. I got a 45.5 under 45.5 where I'm at right now. Let's see. This is one of those weird spots. Hello, there's my son. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Wave. All right. Good job.
Bye.
See you later, alligators. That's my baby, my littlest. Everyone wants to know. I don't know why, if you guys are all chatting on this, why I'm not getting it to come up. I really would like one of you guys to say something, but it's not showing I have anyone in the server. I wonder what is going on there. So, hopefully you guys will come back on YouTube and either tell me or text me or something or email me what is going on. Why said people are in, but nobody is chatting. I need people to help me with. There we go. Welcome. Hello. I need some people to start communicating with me on the Discord, but it's not saying. I don't understand what's going on here. Need some help. But anyways, guys, if you've got on that under, man, that's a good under. You need to be getting there. I don't know if it's available for any of you guys right now. It's not available on DraftKings at this moment. I had to go to my other. Picked off. No, not quite. But anyways. Hello, Mr. Clay Hall. Yeah, that's my boy, my little baby. You can still pick up North Carolina at plus 11, guys. Error said message failed to load on Discord. Huh. Okay. I don't understand why. I'm going to have to figure that out. Again, guys, I'm not... I'm not 100% versed in Discord yet. I'm working on it. Let me see if I can figure something out here. Yeah, because I'm not reading anyone else online with me on it. And I'm pretty sure you guys are supposed to be in there. I don't know what's going on there. Guys, I don't know the answer to the question here on why that's not working. Hey, Barn Casino. Clay equals East Coast crabs. Okay. Yeah, so I keep seeing you guys are like, it's saying you're in here, but it's not showing you guys online with it. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's something on your side or my side, because I'm not showing you in the room. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I am trying to figure it out actively. Let me see what we got here. Let's see. Yeah, see, guys, I'm not seeing anything that should be holding you out. So I don't know exactly No text channels. Huh. Well, there is a lot of options on this, that's for sure. But anyways, I'm still not seeing it change on the Sam Houston State thing, which is odd to me. Sorry, I was looking at a text message on my phone. I am actively trying to figure out what's going on with this. Um, I think maybe it has something. Really? Okay, I'm guys. I am trying to figure it out. The settings on it are not as easy as you might think. One of the things I can't figure out is why it's not allowing you guys to just be on here and just chat. It doesn't really make sense. Because right now, so I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out of it and go back into it and see what it does. Because I really honestly, I don't fully understand why it's not working. Because I'm getting like the notifications that you guys are here. Like it says, East Coast Crafts is here and Big Kahuna is here and different things. But I'm not showing you online with me. So I know this is going to sound kind of crazy. Maybe that's it right there. Okay. I think I got it fixed, guys. Try it again. Because I'm reading. Hey, I got it fixed. All right. Wager is not totally dumb. Not totally tech inept. I actually figured something out. So, it should work now. Hopefully you guys have got on this under, man. This A&M under. I know they're not uploading on DraftKings, which sucks. Why is DraftKings not keeping up? But this under at 45.5 is where I got it. I'm really loving it. So it looks like anyone that's joined back in, we are talking. I actually really like the. Oh, that's picked off. Sam Houston just picked them off. This is going under easily. Yeah, this is easily going under. I mean, unless the second half just goes crazy, this A&M game is going under. So hopefully you guys got that. That's a free. It's going to be a free win. It looks like. Sam Houston just picked A&M off in the end zone, man. So we're going to find some more value today. This is already a good play, man. I'm loving this A&M play. But so it looks like getting this together. Oh my God, App State is going crazy. 21-7. But I'm still comfortable with the 7 I got with North Carolina. The 11 would have been better. A&M is struggling. Not loading. So I'm getting all your guys' messages that are, yeah, I had to go change some settings in it. Again, guys, like I said, I'm new to this. I'm trying to get this going. So for you YouTube guys, this is going to be part of my subscription. It's not going to be available to everybody. I put out a link today so I can work through this kinks and stuff. But if you're not part of my subscription, you're not going to be able to see this Discord when I get all the settings correct. So that's a big part of what this is. And also, there's going to be direct giveaways on the Discord that are only going to be available to the people that have purchased my package. So there is a lot of value to this, and there's going to be a lot of the live betting stuff is on there. If you have questions about, I'm telling you one line and another person's telling you another line, or your website is telling you a different line, you'll be able to interact with me in that fashion to get my opinion on a line movement and stuff. That's what this Discord's for me to be more direct and instantly direct to help you guys as part of the service. So right now, like I said, we're looking at this A&M. I'm going to move my camera a little bit. Sorry, guys. We're looking at this A&M under, and this A&M under, you probably have already missed it. In fact, it's still not even back up. But I'm beginning to start to lean on this Sam Houston. You had to go with 42, so it parlayed with Arkansas. Big Kahuna. But yeah, so again, this is what this is going to be about, guys, and this is why I'm doing it this way. I want to be more interactive. I want to do the things that the other cappers don't do, as far as direct contact. And also, I don't want to. I don't want my price to be more than the everyday guy's bet. Like any guy, I know anyone out here can make a $25 bet. And that's why I like where I'm at. I don't want $1,000 package and all that stuff, because to me it doesn't make sense. I just don't. I think that kind of stuff, you're putting a an amount of money on it that a lot of guys can't even really manage if they're trying to actually build a bankroll and stuff. It's not okay to have to pay $1,000 for some sports information, in my personal opinion. And I mean, if you're betting $1,000 a game, maybe it's worth it to you. But guys, they're not giving you any other information that you can't get for $25 from me. Some of them have some really neat databases and stuff they've built. But guys, everything is online now, and I'm telling you this. This is going against what I would be. I'm kind of hurting myself here, but everything I get, all my information is from spots I go look at online, and I interpret stats and I interpret angles and different things and line movements. You can find all of this online. That's where I find it. Am I going to give you my answers like that online? Yeah, that's what you pay for. You're paying for me to do the work. But you could find it. You can find it yourself. It's just, I have a lot of years of experience finding the information and interpreting the information. And so that's what the $25 a month is for. I'm not finding any information other people can't find. Of course, other people can find it. It's not hidden. And as far as the information goes, there's no proprietariness to the information. This guy is running for his life. But guys, this could possibly, this A&M game could end 7-0 at the half. That's insane. If you told me A&M was only going to be winning 7-0 at the half versus Sam Houston, I would have took that bet every day. But right now, this under is probably falling. It's probably dropping the bottom out of it. So if you missed it at 45.5, and I would not try to get it under 44. 44 is too low. So under 45, I wouldn't go under that. But it's definitely a live bet. If you got it at 45.5, it's a good live play. So what do we got here? Are they going to get him? No, they ran him out of bounds. It's craziness. That's a crazy, crazy game there. It's a very, the A&M game is very telling, as far as when you get a really hyped team that is kind of they're hyped incorrectly, because I think a lot of their hype is coming off of the one win against Alabama last season. If you go rewatch that game, everything went in A&M's favor. I don't think that A&M went and beat Alabama. I think A&M won a game at home is what happened in that one. And I think that hype is kind of carrying over. And so far, what we're seeing is A&M's a little jittery against a mediocre Sam Houston team. This isn't like a Sam Houston team that's going to have 9 wins, I don't think. So I don't know. It's a little tricky. I'm typing on the Discord. But yeah, man, it's interesting in the way that when you see some of these, and normally, guys, it happens with an SEC team or a Big Ten team, teams that are normally considered to be very powerful, very good, highly recruited, very, very good recruiting. Usually, it's one of those teams that kind of falls on their face. Because they have a much longer fall, right? They have a fall that goes a lot further down. So if, for example, let's say A&M only wins this game 21-10. Let's say 21-10, and it was a dominant 21-10, but they're going to get looked at like, oh my, we had A&M so overrated. And then next week, they're going to blow someone out 50-0. And so this is actually a good thing for next week's plays. You're going to get A&M underrated, and you're probably going to get Sam Houston overrated if this game continues on in this fashion. And this stuff happens pretty regularly every year. I mean, there's times that I've seen, like last year when Alabama lost to A&M, all I heard in chat rooms, in different forums and stuff, was Alabama wasn't going to be nothing. Alabama wasn't going to be nothing. And then they ended up in the national title game. I didn't think that, because I know you can lose to a team. It happens. But that definitely was the rhetoric around it. It was crazy the way it was getting said. Like Alabama's done, you know. Well, they ended up in the national title game. And Sam Houston State is on this. They are tackling well. They're in the backfield basically every play. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are seeing on the over and unders for this one now. It's at 41.5 on DraftKings right now. That's too low. If it bounces back up, if we get a score here and it bounces back up to 45, that's a good underplay. So if you haven't, because that would mean that there would have to be 31 points in the second half just to tie. So I don't think that's happening. So we really want a touchdown here so we can get back on this under. At 41, it's too low. Too low. You can't take that, because 41, you could have a crazy explosion. But if it gets to 45, that's another good play. 31 points in the second half. That's what I think it'll take. It'll take a score from one of the teams here in the last 6 minutes of the half, and I think it'll jump up to 45. If it gets to 45, it's another good underplay. Jump right back on it. You're going to get, that's 31 points in the second half. There was only 14 in the first half. Even if you double it, it doesn't get there. You know what I mean? So we really want to score here. We really do. We want to see if it'll bounce that under up for us. And guys, this is how I look at live betting. Because it's kind of like the stock market, right? If you're day trading, you're looking for the peaks and valleys, the M's or W's. If you're a crypto guy, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for them bounces where the line gets exaggerated and you get a value there that shouldn't be there. And that's what we're looking for. So what we're looking for, we got the value already on the under early. Now we need it to score once so that value comes back. And we're looking for that value to return. We might get it here. This guy's moving. That was a good play. All right. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that value to come back so you can hit it again. It's very similar to being a day trader, where a lot of times you're buying and selling the same stock over and over because it's bumping. You know, it's peaking and valleying, and that's kind of what you're looking for when you're playing live betting in sports, especially in football, because football's not like baseball where every pitch can change the game, right? Can go over the fence. In football, it usually takes a little bit. You know, you got to do some things. It's not just going to run right out there. All right, let's see if we're moving. It hasn't bumped up yet. I thought as they started driving, it would start climbing on that over and under, but it has not. So let's see what happens here. What you're going to get, sorry, I lost my frame, but what you're going to get, oh man, this may not ever get back up there. We may not get another chance to bet this, because they're not moving. A&M's going backwards. So we might need to start looking at the line. We might need to start looking at Sam Houston's side of the line in this one. I don't really see any other games that are doing things that I would be interested in. But that doesn't mean they won't. But that's what we're looking at here. That's why we're going with you choose one game and you're watching it. So you're watching it unfold and you're seeing how it's unfolding. And is the smaller, you want to get a big team and a small team a lot of times because that's where you're going to get this weird value to come in. If you're going to play like two SEC teams or two Big Ten teams, a lot of times there's not going to be much movement there. But like if for example, if Sam Houston State right here, if Sam Houston State gives up a touchdown, you're going to get a big line on Sam Houston State going into the half. You're going to get something. So right now it's 30.5. In fact, I just got on Sam Houston State plus 30.5. I just entered the bet. 30.5, in my opinion, in this game right here, as it's playing out, is too much. 30.5. Right now, 30.5 is too much. Even if A&M scores right here, I still think it's too much because I do think Sam Houston State scores in this game. So 30.5, I think it's just too big. That's 4 touchdowns. They got to win by 4 touchdowns and a field goal. So even if they score here, that only puts them up by 2 touchdowns. I don't know. That 30.5 is more attractive now than the under. It's way more attractive. And now you got to delay a game or something's going on. 39. If they hold them here, 40.5. See, that under's dropping. It's not going up. They don't. DraftKings does not like how A&M is playing. But plus 30.5 at plus 115, guys, in a 7-0 game with 5 minutes left in the half, A&M would have to come out a whole new team in the second half. And Sam Houston State's going to go into the locker room feeling great about this. And they're going to go in and say, hey, we are in this game. We can play with these guys. And they're going to come out fired up. I'm thinking about Sam Houston State scoring on their first possession of the second half. If you can find that play, even if it's a field goal, just scoring on their first possession of the second half, because I think they're going to come out fired up thinking that they're in this game. And they are. They're only losing 7-0. And it was just one big play that did it. It was a big pass play. I like this. I think if you're getting Sam Houston State at 30.5 here, you're getting it. That's a good play. You only got to fade half of a football game, basically. Good move. I like it. So we're looking at 2 things here. If they do score, we may jump back in on this under. So let's see what happens. Here's the play. Oh, he's going to get sacked. No, 4th and 9. They're going to kick a field goal. There's no way they go for this. They're going to kick a field goal. So it's only 10 points. 10 points in the half for A&M. You got 3 touchdowns in the second half. Even if they make this, you still have 3 touchdowns in the second half of buffer. If you took the 30.5. If they miss this, it's even better. But I expect them to make it. They missed one earlier, so. Oh, he made it. I thought he missed it for a second, but he made it. 10-0, 4.5 minutes left. Let's see if we jumped up any. 38, and it's diving, so. Hopefully you guys got on the 30.5. It's already at 28. $30.5 is a lot better than 28.5. Let me explain why. Because 30.5, there has to be a whole nother field goal. It's a lot different. It's a whole drive different. You know what I mean? So there has to be a whole nother possession with a score to cover that. So that's a very big difference from 28.5 to 30.5. 28.5 could get done on, there could be different scores in the game, but this takes a whole nother drive. And especially if this changes and this bumps up, surely it won't. It's not even recorded the score yet. But it's all the way down to 24.5 now. the over and under is climbing some, but yeah, this is the value is gone out of it now. Definitely not 24.5 is not going to cut it. Not with a 10-point lead. That's only two touchdowns in the second half. Definitely, hopefully you guys got on that. This is going to be one of those situations. I think Sam Houston State gets in this game at the end and makes this one interesting. What is going on in that game? Michigan is slowly pulling away. All right. North Carolina looks like they're driving. 14-21 North Carolina Appalachian State. That over was really good, but man, it was 68 and 70 points. That's 10 touchdowns. I was just afraid of it. But oh, they turned it over. Uh-oh. Love it. Michigan guys. My buddy Jake, Big Jake from the Square Pair group. Big Jake, he's a big Michigan guy. I like it. Michigan. Let's look at what Michigan. They're up. They haven't allowed anything. So this, a lot of times in the first half, when a team doesn't allow nothing, especially if it's a big mismatch, a lot of times that's a good spot to be looking for a continuation of that. 34.5. All right, so a lot of you Discord guys, I'm hoping, got on that 30.5. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a drive here just by Sam Houston, even if they can just get the clock ran out, because that's really more important now than anything else. Oh, that's a flag. No flag. Good play. They're going to have to punt now, so now we might get this to move the other way for us. We might get a double up on it. If this goes up, see this is where you get some arbitrage stuff. I don't know if you guys know what arbitrage is, but sometimes you can find spots where the spread will flip on you, and you can get some arbitrage play. I don't see any games like that on here, but it definitely does happen. What do we got going on here? I'm really liking this Michigan plus 34.5. It's even money. It's 20-0 in that game. So there's two things going on here. We either want A&M to score quickly so we can jump back in on the under, or we want Sam Houston State to hold here. Like, either thing is okay based upon how we bet this game. I would really like to get one more play in on that under, because I think no matter what happens here, I think Sam Houston State's pretty comfortable with the way they've played. They just would probably have liked to make some points. We might check in on this Michigan game here in a second. They are dominating Colorado State, which they should. Let's It's a good play. Third down. Let's see what happens. A&M, do they get off the field? Does Sam Houston get off the field here? It's a big deal. We are looking for, I don't know what, there's an injury, so let's jump over. See what Michigan's got happening. Michigan is first and 10. Colorado State's got first and 10. Let's just see. 3 minutes left in the half. Michigan's up 20-0. This was probably a pretty hefty under on the first half. That's was probably a pretty good play. I didn't look a lot at this game just because I didn't. Colorado State was just kind of a weird one for me. I didn't really know how to judge Colorado State. I think Michigan is going to be very good. Obviously, the one thing I worry about Michigan is they have 2 quarterbacks, and that I think Michigan wants to go with the young kid, but McNamara had such a good season that I don't know that they're going to go away from him. And I actually think that better play is to go with the younger guy, but I don't know that they can go away from McNamara. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. Interesting. See what they got going on back at Texas A&M. 3rd and 6. Big play here. Big play right here. Let's see what happens. I think that they don't get the first down. I just think Sam Houston State is getting enough penetration. Fourth and 6. And it was penetration. Sam Houston State has been in the backfield all day. They've just been, the A&M line is not blocking very well. And I don't think Sam Houston State is bringing, it's not like they got Von Miller or DeMarcus Ware or something over there. They're not world beaters by any means. So I'm really loving this. This is a very, very comfortable 30.5 to be sitting on. Especially if we can just get anything out of Sam Houston State. Just a drop. Can we get a field goal to end the half? Just one 3-pointer. Very good half for Sam Houston State. It's looking that way. South Dakota State is playing with Iowa, is in the game. Iowa's winning 3-0. Very typical Iowa score, 3-0. Right now, that is a crazy score. We're going to have to check into that. See what's happening with that. Very, very little points in that one. The under is not a fun thing to do when they only score 3 in the first half. And that under goes down to 24. Oh, look at this kid move. Oh! He got wrapped around his neck. Sam Houston State's going to have to find a little bit of a passing game here. Let's see if I can find this Iowa game. There it is. Let's see what's going on in this Iowa game. Oh, wow. Okay. That's the deal. Let's see what happens here. Just for some context, the Iowa over and under right now is 26.5. It seems like we should be getting on that, but I don't think so. I don't see it. I think Iowa is struggling with South Dakota State. Trouble in Ames. All right, let's go back. See what A&M's got going on. All right, so we got Sam Houston State going here. Are they going to move the ball a little bit? This is just a really good play with this 30.5. I got 3 touchdowns for the second half. I just really want Sam Houston State to just make any points. Like any points, I'm fine with. A 3 is fine, just any of them, because it changes the way the second half can go. Right? If it's just even 3 points, it's a whole nother score. So it's a whole nother score. So I like it. Let's see where we're at. But that's not going to help. Let's go back to the Iowa game. I think this is going to be a good play right here. This is going to go 3 at the half. 3-3 maybe. Craziness. I like it. So now you guys got an idea of kind of what I'm doing and what I'm looking at. This should be a good indicator of how I think live betting and what you should be looking at for live betting. Hopefully you are seeing what I'm seeing and you can pay attention. That's one of the things. It's you can pay attention to the game live. Well, it's like a 10-second delay. And so you're getting these spreads, and if you have your pulled up to where you can bet live as you're going, guys, there's angles, there's spots you can find, there's stuff. Ooh, whopped. There's all kinds of good spots. In fact, believe it or not, in my opinion, if you could just always live bet every game, you'll probably do better than actually trying to choose the games beforehand, because it's more based in what's actually happening instead of a presumptive thing, what you think is going to happen as opposed to what is actually going on. And so, right, and just for some context, you see games like this Iowa game where if I'd have told you it was going to be 3-0 Iowa at the half, you would have took that bet all day long. I would have too. But here it is, 3-0. And that's the idea behind when you look at these games. Well, that's what you're looking for, is stuff like that. Weird anomalies, stuff that's not was not supposed to happen as far as the prediction goes. And by prediction, I mean what people thought was going to happen. The experts thought were going to happen. And I run into this all the time, right? You know, I feel like I fit this category of expertise. Uh-oh. Did I just get scored on? I think I did. Yep. A&M scored again. So let's go look at their total, see if it moved. Nope, not yet. But 17, 30, we're getting in that danger range now. We need Sam Houston State in this second half to just produce a score. That's where we'll be at, which isn't undoable. Ooh, that's a blindside block. But that's where we'll be looking at. So it is halftime, guys. Basically in every game. I'm going to go on and get off of YouTube. Appreciate you guys for watching. You get a good idea of what I'm looking at, what I'm looking for. And I'm just going to stick with the Discord, guys. If you're on my Discord, I'm going to be watching these games. I'm going to be still keeping up with all the pieces we're looking for. And that's where I'm going to be at. Thank you, guys. You guys have a great day.